Unit! A little impromptu, if you will. Do me a favor, man. I already broke this mic 3 times over. Let me know if you can hear me. You guys got me all right? I got the Olympics on in the back. I'm not shutting that, so hopefully it's not too much of a conflict of interest. You good? All right, you guys can hear me. Awesome. Awesome. Put them up. Yeah. I know we got Raw tonight. I understand. I just want to keep you here maybe a half an hour. I say that all the time. It turns up being an hour and a half. Hard to believe it's been 7 days since Triple H handed his balls over to Vince McMahon, right? Hard to believe it's been 7 days since Triple H, Paul Levesque, lost his balls. But that's what it's been. 7 fucking days, man. Believe that shit? Before I get into that, man, latest word we're hearing is that Tony Kahn and his executives, we're hearing Cody and the fucking Bucks, Omega, we're hearing the whole band flew over to Chicago, Chi-Town, CM Punk's land, and they had a powwow with CM Punk, man. So we don't know if that was obviously before he officially signed, which was this past weekend, or is that the final dotted I's and crossed T's? But that's the latest word we heard, is that everybody, all the tops at AEW flew Tony Khan's private jet to Chicago, and the deal is now officially done. Punk is over. AEW has already landed Daniel Bryan a day before that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that in a bit, if you guys don't mind, man, because we have to talk about AEW's roster now. This is a glaring, it's an awesome thing, but it's also an issue if your name is not CM Punk or Daniel Bryan. We're going to talk all about it coming up. But first, man, I got to talk about this Triple H shit because I'm still infuriated from last week. I'm still boiling that could possibly happen. Now, on this channel, we always say we blame one son of a bitch, right? It's Vince McMahon. We don't blame Bruce Pritchard. We don't blame Kevin Dunn. We don't blame 617 writers. I'm going to make a drastic exception here. And you guys know what I'm going to say because I've said this a million times in the past. This is also Triple H's problem now. There's no more hiding behind the 70-something-year-old bastard from Stamford, Connecticut. There's no more hiding behind, it's not my company. I'm not the old man. I have to sit back and do what he says. No. I'm not buying that shit anymore. This is your baby. This is your pride and joy. Could you imagine fucking birthing a kid, being a mother or a father to a kid, and for a couple of years you bring that kid up the right way, and then you just hand him over to some Joe Schlub on 5th Avenue? Do what you will with him. The next day you come back and they're having fucking batting practice with your fucking kid? That's basically what Triple H is doing. He handed over somebody like Karrion Kross, who he made into this fucking monster because Karrion Kross is legit that status. And Triple H groomed him to be such, and in one night he handed him over to Vince without even giving a fuck how he was going to be used or letting him be abused the way that he was abused. And he handed him over, and then Triple H turned around and watched Karrion Kross getting used for batting practice. That's exactly what happened. Home run fucking derby with that son of a bitch. You might as well roll Karrion Kross up into a fucking baseball and start tossing that shit to the home run hitters. Because he got tooled on last week. That's just the truth. How do you not blame Triple H for that? You have to step up. You have to lock that door in Vince's office and you have to say, we need to talk now. I need to know how you're going to use this dude because that's my NXT championship, man. That's my belt. I made this guy undefeated for fucking a year and a half. Nearly. A year and a half. He's your NXT he's my NXT champ. Vince, just don't fuck this guy over. Please don't have him lose. I gotta, buddy. I gotta have him lose. He's gotta be humbled. Paul, look at me. Damn it, Paul. You know what I'm doing. He needs to be humbled. All right, Vince, well, just don't embarrass him, man. Don't embarrass him, please. If he's gonna lose, give him a 20-minute fucking classic, have something grand happen at the end, make people fucking understand Karrion Kross is a beast. Don't worry, I got something special. It's gonna be, damn it, it's gonna be a fruit roll-up. No, Vince, not the roll-up, dude, not the roll-up, please. Everybody loses via the roll-up. Are you at least gonna give him 25 minutes with somebody fucking massive and he just couldn't kick out of it because he was so exhausted? I mean, one of those old school fruit roll. No. It's gonna be in 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. Vince, you're ruining my champion, my undefeated champion. Then you understand? Yeah, but it's gonna be great. People love Jeff Hardy. It's gonna be just fine. No, this isn't about Jeff Hardy, Vince. Jeff Hardy's been in fucking a jobber for the last fucking year. You can always try to save him if you want. That's great. You're gonna pluck Jeff Hardy out of obscurity to beat my champion that's undefeated? And that's where I would not let Vince McMahon out of that fucking door. You have to stand up at certain times. You have to know which hill to die on. You need to know when to pick your battles. Choose them wisely. This is one of them. So yeah, I'm still heated 7 days later. Because this shit is happening all too often now. And Triple H is hiding behind, it's not my company. You know, at first I was thinking he's living on cloud nine, right? He gets to make all this cool shit. Vince McMahon ruins it. He looks like the hero. Vince McMahon looks like the douchebag. Not anymore. I'm done giving mulligans to Triple H, Paul Levesque. I'm done. You need to pick up your balls from the floor. I don't care if they are, as Randy Orton said, in your wife's purse. Get them out of your wife's purse. If they're in McMahon's drawer to his desk in his office, get your fucking balls back. Because 7 days ago, Triple H lost his balls. What happens next will decide the very future of NXT. Because NXT was made to look like an absolute joke last night. Vince McMahon didn't just look Triple H in the eyes as he's taking a shit on Karrion Kross. No, he looked Paul Levesque in the eyes while he was taking a giant shit on NXT as a brand. And let's be honest, NXT is in a fight for their lives in a battle with AEW. They got booted from Wednesday because USA Network knew there was other sports and hockey and this and that could easily take that spot and get more of an audience or is more fun. So if you got booted from Wednesday, don't think for a crying damn second you ain't gonna get booted from a Tuesday night. Triple H is fighting to get 500,000 viewers every week. When he breaks 600, he's fucking happy. When he gets 700,000, he is on cloud nine. He's fucking around with 500,000 trying to survive, and the old bastard's over here ruining every single thing this dude makes. And it's his fault too. Triple H is allowing this pathetic bullshit. Allowing it to occur. At what point does somebody step up to Triple H and say, dude, you're letting this dude shit on everything you created? At what point do you say enough? If you created a business or some entity and you took your time and you created and you put in the effort and the blood, the sweat and tears, your every waking hour went to this son of a bitch just for somebody else to ruin it. And you can say, well, he has it because Vince allows it. Well, which is it? Did you give me the keys to this door, to this kingdom, to make it something special? Or did you give it to me thinking I was going to fail, and when I didn't, you wanted to sabotage it? Which is it? Okay, you gave me the keys to allow this to happen. Now, why are you not letting me take it to the next level? Vince McMahon has both hands in the cookie jar now when it comes to NXT, and that's obvious. Triple H, starting tonight, not yesterday, and not a year from now, not a month from now, not 4 weeks from now, not 72 hours from now, tonight, Triple H needs to step the fuck up. The ball has always been in his court. And now Jeff Hardy is supposed to be out, supposedly with the Co. He tested pause. This is what we're hearing. If he shows up tonight, false reports, I guess. But the latest reports I heard, Triple H is going to watch Karrion Kross not get any revenge tonight because Jeff Hardy is out with the co. So you have Kross already, just 1 week into his main roster run. Karrion Kross is already going to be sitting at catering with his balls shriveled up, waiting to obey Vince's every command like a good little dog. Because that's what these NXT talents do. They go to Vince and they obey his every command. They wait at catering and they wait till they get the call that they're going to get 3 minutes of action until they get fruit roll-up. Head to the back and wait till your next trick. Like a good dog. So Jeff Hardy's out. Didn't that fucking backfire? It backfired immediately anyway when the entire wrestling world fucking shitted on this booking. We love Jeff Hardy. In no way should this dude have been beating Karrion Kross in 3 minutes with a fruit roll-up. His feet were on the ropes, basically. Fuck is your point? He could have Shotzi Blackheart's tank on the ropes on his feet, and the leverage wouldn't matter. Karrion Kross is supposed to be a beast. That's why he's a champion in NXT, and that's why he's undefeated. And this beast couldn't get his shoulder up because Jeff Hardy had his feet on the ropes during a fruit roll-up powerbomb? What the fuck? It doesn't make sense. So it backfired originally, and now the fucking karma gods for pro wrestling are beating the fuck out of Vince McMahon. The karma gods are now saying, oh, he was supposed to get his revenge tonight? Was he gonna beat up Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy, from the latest report, now hopefully he doesn't, hopefully he's good, and maybe he will be there tonight. Good shit. But from what we're hearing, initially, Jeff Hardy is out with the co. He tested positive. So, because he was pulled from an event, and they literally said, Jeff Hardy has tested positive. That's why we think he tested positive. So either they were absolutely wrong or not. Either which way, if he did, and he's not there tonight, then Karrion Kross doesn't even get revenge. So does he show up tonight and beat the fuck out of somebody backstage? Does he beat somebody now in 3 minutes and that's supposed to rectify last week? You better do a hell of a lot more than just have this dude show up tonight and beat somebody up. He better look like the fucking monster. You better have an awesome entrance. You better have Scarlett with him. Rectify your shit. Triple H. I don't give a fuck about McMahon right now. Triple H. And I usually never blame anybody else but Vince McMahon. But after last week, it is clear Paul Levesque has handed over with a bow on top and a little ribbon drizzling down. He has presented on a nice platter his balls to Vince McMahon. He needs to find them wherever Vince has put them and get back on track. NXT does not deserve this as a brand. You want to fuck up Karrion Kross? You want to expose this dude for some fucking reason? That's one thing. What you did last week is you shit on an entire brand. That's what you did. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. I called it last week. It was the most pathetically booked show I've ever witnessed. And that's saying something because I've seen some really bad Raws. That was the most pathetically booked. Tonight we find ourselves on a brand new horizon. Does Kross even show up tonight? Or because Hardy is out, if he is out, do they just leave him off so he suffers that embarrassing loss and then you don't even see him until Hardy comes back? Who knows? Keith Lee, there's another one. You can't just rest on everybody having Goldberg come back and everybody being infuriated with that, right? Or a lot of people pissed off because Goldberg is just back with another fucking title match. No, before that, you had the parade Keith Lee, who hasn't been seen for over 6 months, and you had to have this dude eat an L in 5 minutes? You had to bring Keith Lee up as an appetizer for Goldberg. Why would you do that, bro? Keith Lee could be a larger-than-life superstar for you, literally and figuratively, in a company that has 0 larger-than-life superstars, it seems. Maybe Roman, maybe Bray Wyatt. Who else aside from The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns is larger-than-life? There is nobody. Keith Lee could be, possibly. He deserves a chance at least, wouldn't you say? They didn't even give this dude a chance. He comes back, and when you come back from an injury or from a lengthy amount of time, everybody knows that's when you get catapulted to the moon. Everybody's glad to see you. You got all the momentum in the world without even lifting a finger. That's when you do something special. The fact that this dude showed up and in 5 minutes got planted on his ass, that tells you, that tells me, that tells us all, something's up with Keith Lee's booking. Now, they either heard our fucking words last week because the wrestling community had enough. Last week was really cool. Last week, we all stood up. Even people that go, Beasley, you're too negative, man. You're an asshole. Even those people were like, whoa, I ain't down with this shit. That was really cool, man. We all stood up. So do they rectify that with Cross and Lee tonight? Or does stubborn old bastard in Stanford Vince double down? And again, if so, that's on you now, H. That's on you. And I will hold you accountable from here on out. Aside from that, Jeff Hardy, we wish him all the best. If it is true and he tested positive, all the best, my man. Half of my Yankees tested positive too. I don't know what the fuck when this is gonna fucking... Everybody's testing positive. It's like a fucking cold now. Of course, people are passing from it, and that sucks, man, like fucking flus and all that. But at what point, everyone's getting it, and okay. They have to fucking hide for 2 weeks? At some point, shit's gonna have to fucking change, man. Because this isn't gonna go away from what I'm hearing. Everyone's always gonna get it. Even fucking people who are vaxxed are getting it. So every time you get it, you can't do anything. For how long do we do this? Years? Most everybody's fine. The Yankees are fine. They're like, I don't even fucking feel shit. I'm ready to rock. Jeff Hardy's like, I didn't even know I got it. Let's rock. Cousin Bob down the fucking road. He's like, let's rock, man. When the hell does this shit end, brah? Fuck. When everybody's vaxxed, good luck. That's never going to happen. You're never going to get everybody to get vaxxed. Trust me. There's too many homeless people out there. Trust me. From New York City, you can walk the streets and see this shit. LA to Chicago. You're never going to get it. There's people with medical issues. There's people who literally religious. There's things that you're never going to get everybody on board. So cut the shit and find a different way. Everybody's crying about this vax shit. You're never going to get everybody. That would be a weird world if you were able to get everybody to do this thing. Anyway, Jeff Hardy, all the best, man. Now he's gone for fucking 2 weeks. Because some fucking test said he's got this. My Yankees are fucking losing every fucking game. I can't even blame this on the test or the co. My Yankees fucking suck this year. I'll stick behind them, though, because I stick with my shit that I love. It's not, oh, if I don't like it, don't watch it. No, I love my Yankees. I'm going to watch it. I love my pro wrestling. I'm going to watch it. Anyway, that's my fucking rant. I said I was only going to keep everybody here about a half an hour. I know that lasted about 20 minutes in itself. As I said, NXT is in a fight for their lives against AEW right now. They're trying to just stay relevant, not even just be a third top brand. They're just trying to be relevant with AEW. AEW is getting all the headlines. NXT is getting jack shit. It doesn't help when your own father-in-law, the guy who helped you get this thing started, is now killing your product and sabotaging it from within. I'll say this one last time and we'll move on. Your NXT champion that was undefeated showed up and got beaten 3 minutes via a fruit roll-up in his very first match on the main roster. That's not humbling NXT talent, Vince. That is ruining them. Triple H, get your balls and get back to work. Hold the old man accountable, because from here on out, we're holding you accountable. As I said, I didn't even fucking salute my amp unit before I get into the CM Punk Daniel Bryan shit. The whole wrestling world is still talking about it. It's big news. I feel some people are taking this to a... Some people are, comparing this to the fucking New World Order and shit. Let's hold our fucking bridges here, guys. It's big. But it's not like Bryan 7 years ago or CM Punk 7 years ago. But it's big. But man, I'm seeing some people in the community they're jerking off to this news. Salud, man. Salud. Duncan. What do we got here? We got the original, man. Fuck yeah. It's pre-packaged. This is my 5th one. I've already had 2 Starbucks and 2 other fucking Dunkins. So this one's for you guys. Before I get into Punk and Daniel Bryan, man, I got some VIPs. I want to get to you guys, man. Much love to all you guys. Showing up on a fucking random Monday evening. I gave you guys 10 minutes of warning. You're the best, man. Yo, I see you up in here. It just takes a minute. I'm on a delay. Hold on. My VIPs. Judas Messiah's 2-spot. What's up with Nikki getting booed at live events? Nikki Cross? Nikki Ash? If that's who you're talking about, Judas Messiah's, it's because the character sucks. It's a Molly Holly ripoff, bruh. It's a total clown show. It's a Halloween costume, and it doesn't make sense. Your whole character is you can almost be what you want to be. So you can almost win a game. You can almost get a championship. You can almost succeed, right? You get a participation trophy, basically. And then, 3 weeks after the character's introduced, she's winning a championship. Are you almost? Do you solidify this? I have no fucking idea. But I know that a lot of us, man, are just... That is not. Nikki Cross, we want to see great things. But we want to see Nikki Cross, the girl that was... The woman that was beating the shit out of Asuka and vice versa in NXT. You remember that match? It was like no holds barred or some shit. I always remember. It was Asuka versus Nikki Cross. It was not a traditional match from what I remember. Because they were battling, I think maybe even a ladder match or some shit. Because they were at commentary and they were going through fucking tables from the ladder. That's the Nikki Cross we want to see get pushed. And that's what I mean about Vince. He takes what is amazing in NXT, and this dude will not just trash it, he'll sabotage it. He'll make sure that it doesn't just make them look bad. Thank you, guys. Last women standing. Thank you. It doesn't just make the talent look bad. It makes the fucking entire roster, the brand, look fucking horrible. And that's what he did. And you could say, well, this was Nikki's idea. First of all, the reason... The fact that she has to think of alternate characters because the character she had was not getting a push, that's tragic in its own right. And the fact that she had this character and Killian Dane was working with her, do you think that's exactly what's being presented? You know Vince McMahon tweaked that shit to the fucking cows come home, so it's worse than Nikki Cross could have ever imagined. But the nuts and bolts of it is, I don't even give a fuck whose idea it was. The fact that Cross cannot be who she was in NXT because that character would absolutely be badass on the main roster. The fact that she had to turn into a Halloween costume 12-year-old is fucking pathetic. So yeah, she's gonna get booed. Judas Messiah's, thank you. I hope you were talking about Nikki Ash, because Nikki Bella sometimes gets booed a lot too. I never minded Nikki Bella too much. She always put in the work at least. Do we need to see the Bella twins? Probably not ever again, but they are going to come back and win the tag titles. That's already in the works, guys. But I never minded Nikki Bella because she did put in the work at least. Nikki Bella is one of those women that always improved. I like to see that. John Alexander with a 2-spot. More like Stephanie's purse. Yeah, Triple H's balls, correct? You never know where they're going to be. They're either on the fucking floor as Vince McMahon has Shotzi Blackheart's tank roll over them, or they're in Vince McMahon's drawer, or they're in Stephanie's fucking purse, or he just leaves them in a locker at Full Sail. Or the World Wrestling Center, or whatever the fuck they call it now. John Alexander, thank you, brother. War Dog! Hey, damn it, it's the War Dog! War Dog, what's up, dude? Thank you for the coffee, man. Salute to the YWC head of the table. You know it, brother. Put that meal. And before you put that meal in front of BC on this table, you acknowledge the YWC tribal chief. War Dog, always good to see you, brother. Thank you, man. Mr. Black Ice 22 with that 2-spot. It would be crazy if AJ Lee shows up in AEW too. It's happening. It's happening, man. You think AJ Lee, you've seen the last of her? Have you seen her recently? This isn't someone who just retired and is going to have 3 or 4 kids and sit home eating Doritos. No, AJ Lee is still in phenomenal shape. I'm not saying she needs to go back to wrestling. She's going to have another match or two. Not just because the fans deserve it. Fuck that. She deserves it. She is still, probably today, one of the best wrestlers for the females in the last decade. Still, and she's been gone for years. I bet you she doesn't miss a damn beat. And this is perfect for her. I would love to see AJ Lee versus Britt Baker down the line, or Thunder Rosa. Would love to see that shit. Not necessarily AJ Lee versus, what the fuck is her name? Nyla Rose. I don't need to see that, man. I need to see that like I need to see Nia Jax versus AJ Lee. No. But yeah, I look forward to AJ Lee having some fun matches. And really, if you guys think about it, that's the one spot for AEW that has always needed improvement. The women's division. Well, guess what? You get somebody like AJ, business just picked up, as JR would say. Mr. Black Ice 22, fuck yeah. Jesse Borsler with a 5 spot. Triple H didn't hand his balls to Vince. Stephanie did. Paul hasn't had them for a long time. That's basically what John Alexander said, Jesse Borsler. Stephanie has packed them shit up tight in that little secret compartment of the purse. That one where you need to fucking unzip the shit, put your fingerprint on, whisper a secret password, and then it fucking unlocks Triple H's balls. Jesse Borsler, thanks, brother. Justin Jones with a 5 spot coffee. BC Amplified, making wrestling better by making wrestling fans smarter. I like that, man. Justin Jones, I gotta put that on a t-shirt. BC Amplified, making wrestling better by making wrestling fans smarter. It's my duty here at the head of the table, man. If I'm not doing that, then I shouldn't have a fucking channel, man. Salute. Justin Jones. SOS TD M617, good to have you up in here, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Up in the chat, 2 spot Triple H needs to man up and get amplified. We've been saying this for months. I've just been laying low on blaming him too much. That's done. SOS TDM 617. That's done, bro. I'm done. This is now Triple H's problem. You let one of your people that you helped groom to the forefront, Karrion Kross, lose like that. That is now on you too, Triple H. I'm not giving that mulligan. He needs to get amplified yesterday. SOS. SOS also has a coffee 5 spot. Says, what's up, BC? An amp unit. I missed you all lately. I've been busy at Fenway Park in my other job watching the Red Sox beat the Yankees down. LOL. SOS. I'm gonna give you that mulligan because you're right. We got our asses fucking handed to us. 3 out of 4. We didn't just lose. We were Karrion Kross embarrassed. You saw that game yesterday, SOS. We were in the lead in a no-hitter, 4-0, and we lost 1 inning later, 5-4. That is unacceptable. And you know what? Just because I'm in the mood today, I'm gonna blame Triple H for that too. SOS, much love, brother. Good to see you up in here. Glad you're kicking ass at work, man. Fenway. Hey, there's a lot worse jobs, man. Fenway is the place to be to work. I don't know if I want to catch a ball game there, man. Every fucking time I was there was fist fights galore in my sections. Fenway gets a lot of frat guys that just like to fucking fight. Way more. Everyone think New York City gets a bad rap. New York City does not fight near, at least not in Yankee Stadium. There's a lot less fights than Fenway Park. Or maybe it's just the games that I'm going to. SOS, much love, brother. Mr. Anything for Salinas, 5 spot. Thank you for the coffee, Mr. Anything. The only man I see to step up to Vince McMahon and throw that shit back at him is BC Amplified. By the way, people at work, stop and shake just hearing you. Oh, do that? They're walking by and they fucking hear me and look at me and they're like, he's a lunatic. You tell the people at work, you're damn right. We a little rowdy. We're not so normal, but we're a hell of a lot of fun. Mr. Anything, thank you again for that sign, man. That's really cool. And yeah, that's badass, man. It was so cool to go back and see that. And a lot of people were like putting that up on their social and shit, man. Mr. Anything put up a sign. He was like front row when Raw was live a week or two ago. And he had that Let's Get Amplified sign front row. So Mr. Anything, you rock, man. Thank you for supporting and showing up and showing that respect to the Amplified unit. You rock. Eric Decker with a 5 spot coffee. Hiya, BC. Just got off work and as soon as I saw you were live, I had to watch you. Sorry about my Red Sox winning. It's surprising me this season. It's surprising me that my Yankees are this fucking bad, man. I knew we were going to be bad. This is another level. So congrats to your Red Sox. I won't be saying that in October if we make the playoffs, but I don't think that's a concern because it doesn't look like we're making the playoffs. Eric Decker, as far as showing the love and respect to the channel, man, right back to you, dude. Thank you for dropping what you were doing. and tuning into BC, man, on 10 minutes of notice. I know I don't give you guys a lot of warning, but you guys show up by the hundreds, thousands later. You guys are the very fucking best. Eric Decker, thank you. Unique Butterfly with a 5-spot coffee. I wanted to watch Raw last week because it was the first show with fans. Afterwards, I was so disappointed. Unique Butterfly, check this out. Because you know, I run this fucking channel. I see lots of shit in the community, not just this channel, but I'm privy to a lot of info by running this channel. You'll be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't, Unique Butterfly, at how many people said they haven't tuned into Raw in a long time until last week. And when they tuned in, afterwards, they said never again. So that shows you that 1.4, 1.5, 1.6 rating that they've been dancing around for the last several months. Last week, it went to a 1.9 because it was the post Money in the Bank and because they knew John Cena was going to show up. It was pre-announced. Watch that 1.9 after tonight dwindle back to a 1.8, 1.7, 1.6. Don't be shocked because a lot of people that tuned in said they're done once again. Unique Butterfly, salute, much love, and respect. Right back to you. VC Stallion with a $2.99 Dunkin' coffee. AEW needs to go to Mondays if Punk debuts. I'm telling you this, VC Stallion, they don't need to, even when they get Punk and Daniel Bryan. But here's the thing. I told you, in the past they've already hit a 1.2. Just a few weeks ago, Raw hit a 1.4, their lowest ever. It's close. At some point, if Kahn does meet Raw in the middle, if they meet at a 1.5, and they are able to top them, even if it's just 1 week, at some point, you got to start thinking about giving Vince McMahon a Monday night knockout punch. VC Stallion, thank you, brother. Carlos Ray, salute to Carlos, man, my tried and true. Salute, BC. Got a copy of that Time magazine. Need for you to autograph it for me. Laugh my ass off. Carlos is talking about the post, man. There's a thing on the tube, man. I just found out about it maybe a week ago. It's probably has been around for a long time. It's called Community Post, man. It's just like a little social media type thing on YouTube. And I don't do a lot of social media. I don't do any, actually. So this is a cool way, even when I don't put up a video, for me to say what's up to you guys. So I'm glad a lot of you guys caught those community posts. Carlos, that Time magazine is flying off the shelves from what I heard, man. Much love, respect, dude. Thank you. All right, let's get to the, hold on, I got a lot more. Well, I'm going to get to CM Punk and Daniel Bryan in a second, guys. Hold on. I got some more supers here, man. Unique Butterfly, another 2 spot, says the Nikki Ash character is beyond clownish to me. It's a clown show. And I like Nikki Cross. It should have been the old school NXT Nikki Cross. And instead, we're playing around with a superhero. Look at me, Lexa, and look at me, Naomi, and look at me, Asuka. I'm almost going to be something special and the fans are going to love me. Oh, when I put this on, I feel like I can do anything. I can last an hour in bed. I can get all the milk in the world. I can feed anybody I want. I can save anybody I want. I can do it all because I'm a superhero, but almost. And then Drew comes in. He's like, you want to get a Claymore party? And then they just go on. I'm not going to do it, guys. I don't want to keep you here for an hour. I could have a lot of fun if I did Nikki Cross and Drew McIntyre in a promo together. Chubless the Bear with that 1 spot. Chubless, good to have you up in here, dude. You know that. Thank you for the support, man. Who's up in there, man? Unique Butterfly with another 2 coffee says, I can't pinpoint it, but I see something in Nikki. Yeah, she's good. Her character fit her when she was playing the crazy Nikki. Remember her insanity? Anybody? Am I the only one that remembers this shit? Why do you have to tweak that? You do not have to fuck that up. Vince will get his hands on you and think he needs to humble you. Oh, this worked, huh? People liked you. I see you were big time. People liked you. Oh, you had a good match with Asuka, huh? People were loving it. They were watching it over and over again. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put you. Damn it. Listen to me, Nikki. I'm gonna put you in obscurity. And Nikki's like, okay, are you sure that's how you want to start with me? Yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna get fruit roll up 17 times. You're gonna stay in catering for 7 weeks. And eventually we're gonna make you a Halloween costume character. Every 12-year-old will want to be you. What about everybody that's not 12, Vince? Because if you haven't noticed, I have statistics for you. Your main wrestling audience, by over 65%, is 18 to 49. So who the fuck wants to watch Molly Holly Negative 2.0? Who was that? Unique Butterfly. I see something in Nikki, she says. Unique Butterfly, you're right to see that. BC sees a hell of a lot in Nikki. Just not Nikki Ash Ketchum. Unique Butterfly, much love. Broncos fan 99. Oh, you brought. Thank you for. Man, Broncos. I gotta say a little correction from a video in the past too. By the way, first I'm gonna answer this super or read this. Broncos fan 99, coffee 5 spot. What's up, BC? Did you hear reports about Punk appearing at Chicago? Also, hope everyone is having a good day. Broncos fan 99. Yeah, I've already talked about that in past vids. Broncos fan 99, and I'm gonna talk a lot more about it coming up. But I said something in a video past, maybe my last one, about the Green Bay Packers. John Elway's last game being the Super Bowl against the Packers and Brett Favre. That was actually inaccurate. That's traumatizing for BC, so that's probably how I remember it. John Elway and the Broncos did beat the Packers in the Super Bowl. However, the following year, the Broncos were back in the Super Bowl, and they beat, I believe, the Falcons. And that is John Elway's last game. His last game was the Super Bowl. He hoisted up that championship, and he rode off into the sunset. But it was not against the Packers. That was Super Bowl 32 that we lost. So I just wanted to clear that up. Broncos fan 99. It reminded me of that because John Elway was a Bronco when that happened. Thank you for allowing me to clear that up. Broncos fan 99. Mr. Anything for Salinas, another 5-spot coffee, says people can say all they want, this was Nikki's idea. But this really was Nikki No Choice, helping Vince McMahon finding ways to make her look like a joke. Yeah, I have no doubt that Nikki was trying to come up with a character. This may have been the blueprint of it, Mr. Anything, because Killian Dane, her husband, backs it up. What I'm saying is Vince McMahon took the concept and he took a giant shit on it. And the presentation you see now is not wholeheartedly Nikki's. And if it is, it's still fucking bad. And the fact that Nikki had to even think about altering her character is complete horseshit. Which is fitting, because that outfit, that costume belongs in horseshit. Mr. Anything for Salinas, much love and respect, guy. You know that, man. Thank you. Unique Butterfly, a couple of coffees, man. Those are some Starbuckses with that 10 spot. I wonder if you are aware of reports of Naomi silently being moved to SmackDown. If this is true, she needs to be built as a total badass. A match between her and Belair is absolute gold. Well, I love Naomi anyway, no matter where she is. And tragically, no matter where she is, Vince McMahon likes to ruin her. So I don't know if it cares or matters what brand she's on. Vince McMahon is going to find a way to totally take a shit on her too. That's the theme of this entire live stream. Who can Vince McMahon take a shit on next? And who can locate Triple H's balls? Because Naomi just gets shit on time and time again by this dude. And she, time and time again, every match is the most athletic in nearly all of her matches. She's a highlight reel. She obviously can go 5, 10, 15 plus minutes. Never gets a fucking chance. I think there's many reasons she got moved over. The recent issues with Jimmy Uso and probably her wanting to be there and just behind the scenes, maybe that's a better mesh. I think that's the way to go in having her with Jimmy right now. Especially people turning on Naomi for what Jimmy did. Jimmy got behind the wheel, hitting the bottle, man. Naomi's fault? How is that Naomi? You know what I mean? So I think this is just keeping the family together. And on the flip side of that, now that the family is together, I would love to see Naomi eventually, now that she's on SmackDown, join the Roman Empire. I know we're not calling it that anymore, but join that family dynamic to serve the head at the table, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, man. I want to see family members. I want to see fucking, who is this? Lance Anoa'i? Isn't Lance on the Independents right now? The cousin of The Rock? And the Usos? I want to see Lance join the fucking family, man. He's already wrestling on the Independents. Bring in this so you can build. So when The Rock comes, when The Rock finally shows up, I want The Rock. I want it to be like The Walking Dead. If for anybody that's seen The Walking Dead, when Rick and his group comes across Negan. And there's a fucking 1,000 of the Negans. And there's only like fucking 8 or 9 of these motherfuckers. I want to see one rock and a whole lot of pebbles and stones. And another fucking rock in Roman. I can't call Roman a fucking pebble and a stone. But I want to see that fucking dynamic, man. I want to see a lot of that motherfucker. So I want Naomi to eventually be in that dynamic. So for BC, I love this because it's the first step, the first hurdle to get that plan into motion. Will Vince ever go that route? Who knows? And there's a latest report. The Rock is now coming out and saying there's no plans for him to return in the near future. The Rock now has to say that? Nah, I don't buy that for one fucking minute. We already know WrestleMania 39 was the original plan. The latest word we're hearing is that Vince wants to move it up to WrestleMania 38. And now with the news with Punk and Daniel Bryan and ticket sales not going the way Vince was hoping, you know he wants The Rock right now to come back and have that Roman match at 38, which would be Texas, I believe. But if that cannot come to fruition, it's definitely happening at 39. Rock can deny that all he wants. We know it's happening. We just have to get there the right fucking way. I want the entire family built to be the fucking nemesis to The Rock. I hope it doesn't end up in a fucking tag team schmaz because Rock's doing a big movie and production will not let him have a one-on-one match. So then what you could see is The Rock have one of the Usos with him that didn't want to follow Roman anymore. And then Roman has an Uso. That's second tier shit. I do not need to see that. I don't even need to see that on a Raw or SmackDown. I'll watch it because it's The Rock coming back, but I don't need to see that fucking shit. This should be one-on-one, and they should treat this like a production. The Rock should clear out a couple of months. Vince gives him a shit ton of money, some movie-type money, and they should make this like a production. The behind-the-scenes, the feud, the story should be like a movie. Build this thing up like one of the best feuds we've seen in years. Rock versus Roman. I don't give a fuck if it's in Texas for 38 or LA for 39. Whew, that was long-winded, Unique Butterfly. Yes, I have heard Naomi is over on SmackDown quietly, too, we might add. Dante Jarren 23, 5-spot. Neither AEW or WWE needs to go out of business. We've already seen what happens when there's no competition. Crappy product, WWE. Yeah, Dante Jarren, nobody wants WWE to go out of business upright. A lot of us are pro wrestling fans because of WWE. We want to see it to succeed. We want to see them succeed. The problem is Vince is sabotaging his own shit and not listening to the fans and not giving the majority of the fans what we all deserve, which is just decent TV at the bare minimum. Not even good shows we're asking at the fourth. We're asking for decent. That's bare minimum. Just a little bit of some decent programming. And he won't even give us that week after week. So this isn't about wanting WWE to go out of business, Dante Jarren 23. You know that. This is about giving Vince McMahon a punch, a jab, a knockout. A knockout, not a jab, not just a punch. A knockout right in his kisser, right in his mug to shake it up. To make him understand he needs to wake up. And that there's competition on his ass. That's why we should all be getting behind AEW right now. It's not because anybody's riding the dick of AEW. We should get behind AEW because this is what we've been asking for. And finally, Tony Khan has the fucking balls and the checkbook to actually do it. So instead of just harping on it and saying it's a second WWE or they're just copying them, let's enjoy this. Because this could make Vince McMahon finally wake up from his in-bubble coma that he's been in. Because he's sabotaging his own shit. Now, when AEW does bad shit, you know, BC calls it out when he does review AEW. If I think something did not go off the right way, or I think it's shitty booking, or I think somebody's being used improperly, I always say that. Nobody's riding the dick of AEW. On this channel, you'll always get fair and consistent. But right now, in this point in time, AEW is putting out a better product than WWE. I don't know how anybody can deny that, or you're not being truthful. I just never understood that. If you watch both shows, one is clearly better than the other. And they're gaining traction while the other goes backwards. One is losing viewers, the other is gaining viewers. That's why I say I'm not coming with an opinion. I'm telling you guys facts. If you don't want to listen, that's cool. But this probably is not the channel for you. The good news is there's a million other channels on this very platform. They'll give you all the shit you want to hear. There's channels that stroke the cock of WWE. There's channels that stroke the balls of AEW. There's channels specifically for probably Impact Wrestling, MLW, Japan. I cover as much as I can with the allotted time that I have, but I'm always going to be fair and consistent. I don't know how people can just shit on a company that is trying to do everything they can to make shit fun again for everybody. Dante Jaren 23. I agree. It's not about putting people out of business. It's just about sending a fucking message. Move out of the way, or we're gonna move you out of the way. I talked about it in my last stream. Vince McMahon has been on cruise control in the left lane, but the left lane is the fast lane. That's the fucking, right? That's the passing lane. And Vince is on cruise control. But now when he looks in his mirror, he's got Tony Khan with his glasses down a little bit. He's got Cody in the passenger seat. The Bucks and Omega, they're kind of crunched in the middle. You got CM Punk and Daniel Bryan hanging out the fucking trunk. Aleister Black and Andrade or fucking Malachi, they're on the roof. And Vince is looking in his fucking, damn it, who the hell is this? Is that Aleister? What the hell is he doing? Damn it, it's Punk. What the hell is he doing in a trunk? Damn it, Tony, you're not gonna pass me. But he's coming. He's coming, and you know what's gonna happen? If you don't move, he's going to bump you out of the way in that left lane. It's just gonna happen, man. Youngblood 085, 5 spot. Message retracted. So, hey, well, I don't know what we're supposed to say, but thanks for the contribution and showing the love. Youngblood 085 means a lot, dude. Oh. Harshvardhan Ingali. Yow. Harshvardhan Ingali, 100 spot. Again, I think that's Indian currency. Only hope for me from WWE is how they book this Roman versus Rock feud. AEW is looking like it's getting far away from WWP and making a lot of noise. Yeah, AEW is separating itself. When this thing comes to fruition, man, Punk and Bryan, that's the separation. There's no more that's the separation. Now it's game on. It's wartime. You can say it's not a war. You can say, oh, it's not about knocking somebody out or out of competition. It just is at that point. Now it's big time, guys. Now everybody has to put on their big boy pants and their big boy fucking panties. Or fucking big gal panties. Or it's 2021. Maybe you got big boy panties. I don't know what the fuck you're wearing. But put that shit on. Because business just picked up, bro. So, and you talk about your only hope for big feuds in WWE being Rock and Roman. That's why it needs to be handled with great care, great time and attention. The good news is Roman and Rock will not, I believe, not let Vince ruin that. But if you give him a fucking foot, he'll take an entire mile. If you give him an inch, he'll take the entire fucking ruler. So in order for that to go off without a hitch, Rock and Roman will have to have their blueprint all over it. Harshvardhan Ingali, thank you, dude. Ashley Steggles, what up with that $2.99, Ashley Steggles? Good to see you up in here. What up, BC? Catching the stream at work. What better way, man? Fuck work. What's up, BC? That's what I want to hear, Ashley. Don't get yourself fired. Whoop that ass at work. Good to have you up in here, dude. Thanks for showing the love and dropping that like, man. Oh, I just noticed, too, we're over 200 on those ups, man. I didn't even get a chance to acknowledge all those ups. I appreciate that, guys. That helps the algorithm later. Javi Woo 31 with that 2 spot. Hey, BC, ready for another 3 hours of torture for Raw. Salute. Javi Woo 31. As ready as any of us, right, man? I got a whole stock of fucking coffees ready, Javi Woo 31. I got the fucking notes ready to be taken. As long as we don't get a million fruit roll-ups, Javi Woo 31, my main focus is going to be how Triple H is going to allow Vince McMahon to use people like Keith Lee and Karrion Kross going forward. That's where my focus is going to be tonight, man, because I've had enough. Not for 1 hour we got to put up. Javi Woo 31, as you said, 3 hours of this torture. Javi Woo, thank you, dude. Oh, Network Guy Dave's up in here with a coffee. Always good to see Network Guy Dave. BC, I'm about to leave the office. It's always good to catch up with you in the unit. By the way, I would love to see AJ Lee wrestle again. First of all, hope you had a kick-ass day at work, Network Guy Dave. Sounds like you're about to clock in and head out. Unfortunately, as Javi Woo 31 said, you might be about to head home to watch 3 hours of Monday Night Raw, so I can't say you're going to have a great night. But I appreciate the love and support. As far as AJ Lee, I talked about it a little bit earlier with the I forgot who it was. There was another VIP who wants to see AJ Lee. And I said from the jump, if anybody thinks that she's lost a step, just wait until she comes to AEW, because she will show up to AEW. She is in phenomenal shape. She knows with AEW and Tony Khan, she does not have a schedule that is going to affect her mental well-being, because we know that mental awareness and well-being is very important to AJ Lee. AJ Mendez. So this is a schedule that Tony Khan would give her to, dude, show up once and fucking wrestle once every 4 months if you have to. If that's mentally what you can handle, we would love to have you. And I bet you anything, if she did, she will show you in that Fairyverse match that she has not lost a fucking step. AJ Lee versus Britt Baker, AJ Lee versus Thunder Rosa. Sign me up, man. I'll pay double for that shit. Network guy Dave, thank you, brother. Good to see you up in here. Eric Decker, another 2-spot. Vince can shit on himself? Eric Decker. See, I think I'm being a little generous here on my words to Vince McMahon. Eric Decker just said, you know what, Vince, take a shit on yourself. Eric Decker, I can salute on that, man. I said I'm not giving this guy mulligan anymore. Eric Decker said, check that. Mr. Anything for Salinas, another coffee 5-spot. Forget WWE. If you ever get the chance to help with AEW, be the general all up in that, brother. With you and your creative mind, it will be must-see TV. Mr. Anything for Salinas, I appreciate that. I always said I think AEW right now would be the only place that I would actually work for. Because there's no way I could work for Vince McMahon. We'd be fighting in the very first minute of my employment. I would literally lock the door and say, give me the keys of the kingdom or I shouldn't be here. He's going to say, nah, how about this? How about fuck you? And I'm going to say, then I'm out. Then I shouldn't have even been here in the first place. Because if I'm just going to be treated like everybody else and my creativity can't go anywhere, I shouldn't be there. It's not about some fucking clout to say I've been with WWE for 2 weeks. Hey guys, I'm employed with WWE. And then 2 weeks later, I have my tail tucked between my legs and I'm going back fucking home like Eric Bischoff. No. Eric Bischoff should have known this was a bad mix. Eric Bischoff found out the hard way. I'm not just going to take a job with somebody that I know it will not work out. AEW, I can tell. If I was to do something with AEW, I don't care if it was fucking creatively or if they just wanted me to be a manager and be on the mic for somebody. I know that they would let me be creative. So don't be shocked if one day in the future, BC shows up in AEW. Don't be shocked. I know people in the know. More people in AEW than WWE. Don't be shocked. Because if anything came down the line, I would not say no to it. Fuck that. I don't care what the fuck I have going on. Mr. Anything for Salinas. Much love. Thank you, dude. I-563, 2-spot. I-563 says, Cross is champion, but Naomi is not. Shake my damn head. All Naomi had to do, apparently, is become a fucking superhero, man. Or put on some, I don't know, come out like the Scream guy. Remember the movie Scream? Come out with something fucking goofy that appeals to 9-year-old. The glow shit, first of all, everybody loved the glow shit, I-563. Remember when she had the championship? And she went to the house shows with a glow-in-the-dark championship, and everybody was raving about it on social the next day. That whole week, man, everybody was talking about how, oh, man, it's going to be fun when they release the Glow Championships in Target. Everyone's going to be buying it, man. Good to get your kids and shit. Vince fucking hated it. You did it without my permission. It's never going to see the light of day. And Naomi's like, it doesn't need to see the light of day. It's glow in the dark, Vince, huh? And Vince is like, what? Are you getting funny with me? That went nowhere. You know why it went nowhere? Because it's Naomi. And Vince does not want to push Naomi to the fucking forefront. I-563. It's fucking ridiculous. Lord French Fries. What up, Lord French Fries? 5-spot coffee. Thank you, Lord French Fries. Your Riddle, McIntyre, and Nikki Ash impressions having a conversation would be gold. Laugh my ass off. Can't afford to donate every stream. Just know I'm dropping a like. Thank you for that, man. We're over 225 now on the likes, Lord French Fries. So that's like people like you showing that love. And bro, you don't have to donate every stream. I don't need fucking coffee money, man. That's just you guys showing the love and support. I always know, even just showing a fucking like, man, I always know that you guys are showing up and showing loud. So don't ever think you need to send a dime over to BC. I'm going to get coffees no matter what. Much love, dude. Thank you, Lord French Fries. Always good to see you up in here, man. Ah. We got Network Guy Dave. I got you, right? Network Guy Dave with that 5 spot. What up, BC? Vince does not care about his product, and Triple H better man up and let Vince know the truth about his product. The numbers don't lie. No, I don't think I read that. So Network Guy Dave, much love for another coffee, man. Absolutely. H now, not yesterday, not a week ago, not a year ago, not a year from now. H right now, tonight. Should have been done already. Needs to fucking lock McMahon in a room and have a serious discussion. This has to stop now. Network Guy Dave, no doubt, bro. No doubt. Ray Hunt's up in this bitch. What up, Ray Hunt? Triple H needs to just bust into Vince's office and shout, "You don't even go here." No, we got to do that legit. Triple H needs to just bust into Vince's office and shout, "You don't even go here." Also, welcome back, Carlos Ray. Is Carlos up in the chat today? Carlos, your 4-week prison sentence is over, brah. Got this thing with the tube now. You got to be on 4 weeks to chat, man. Carlos is back in the original chat. That's awesome to see. Ray Hunt, thank you, brother. Yo, Youngblood 085. I see the statement now, man. Youngblood 085, 5 spot. Roman's line about missionary was an LOL moment. By the way, only 27 days left till season 11 of The Walking Dead, and I acknowledge you as the YWC Tribal Chief. Thank you, Youngblood 085. The head of the table says thank you. Yeah, man, season 11. I'm still catching up now. I'm deep into it, about 7 or 8. I forgot what season I'm in. I think I'm deep into 7 right now. So I have a lot of catching up to do. The problem with BC is I don't have a lot of time, free time, to watch TV and shit. So I'm trying to watch it and like going in the subways and walking down fucking Broadway. So that's the only time I can catch that shit normally, Youngblood 085. But I'm pumped for it, bro. Walking Dead, man. I just watched Glenn and I call him Seamus. Glenn and Abraham get absolutely fucking wrecked. How do you fucking kill them both in one episode? I was pissed about that shit. Youngblood 085. Thank you, brother. Jesse Borsler, 5 spot. Nikki Cross's new gimmick is so garbage. That kid stuff won't get over. Not surprised she got booed at house shows. It's only going to get over with fucking maybe 10-year-olds. The problem is you look at who's packing up the house shows. You look at who's packing up Raw and SmackDown. You look at the statistics. 18 to 49 is your main demographic by over 65%. So if your audience is that fucking minimal, then yeah, this is a failure. Thank you, Jesse Borsler. God damn. I'm trying to get everybody, man. I can't get everybody because I'm on a fucking delay and you guys are turning out like fucking rock stars, man. I was not expecting this many supers and you guys are fucking rocking, bro. Dante Jaron 23, 5 spot. I think you misinterpreted what I'm saying because the first part of my sentence didn't get pasted. I wasn't stating that you wanted either to fail. I didn't say that. You're saying you don't want to see any of them fail. Right? Good competition. It should bring out the best in each other. I'm saying you're correct, Dante Jaron. Much love, brother. I got you. Trust me, the tube is always going to fuck with comments and this and that. I'm always going to understand my unit. I knew what you were saying, man. This is a time where everybody can get better from it. Dante Jaron, you're one of the smarter fucking ones out there, bro. I know what you're saying. Carlos Ray, 5 spot. I'm back, brother, and loving it. Salute. Good to see you up in here, Carlos. Much love, dude. Carlos back in the chat deserves a couple of swigs. Now, Papo Jr. with a 10 spot. Couple of coffees. Out of topic, but speed walking in the Olympics. Also, if WWE is sold to Comcast, since Vince can't be in creative because he's working for someone else, he will be never work for someone else. That's an if. Yeah, absolutely. But Comcast Universal would be the only buyers that I could see fit. I don't see it going to Disney, Papo Jr. But you're right. That's going to be a whole nother fucking dynamic. Does Vince just wipe his hands with everything? Who knows? As far as speed walking, is that a thing? Because I just saw that skateboarding is now an Olympic event. Skateboarding. And I flipped the channel and it was badminton. Badminton. I don't know anymore, Papo Jr. I come from a lot of friends growing up that skateboarded. They're probably like pissed to the fucking high The highest of highs right now, pissed off because they were really good. And most of them amounted to nothing. They just did. They could have had Olympic gold, bro. Papo Jr., thanks, man. Strict Tango's up in here. What up, Strict Tango? 5 spot. BC, what are your thoughts on Eddie Guerrero being called a B-plus player on social media? I heard something about that. I think just a regular fan just gave an opinion that he was a B-plus player, and it just blew up. I don't think that's a huge thing. Anybody that watches pro wrestling in a smart way knows that Eddie Guerrero was beyond A+, right? But you're going to get people that don't agree with you or don't see certain boxes checked off. At least he gave him B+. Now, if this dude just said C or some shit, you know it's just a troll job. And just let it be. He gave him a B+. Maybe he didn't captivate him. And that's all he gives A's to. But I think Mick Foley blowing him up, that's what I saw. Mick Foley left something. No, he's an A+ player, end of discussion. Well, we know that, Mick. But what the fuck you're going to call out every idiotic comment on social? You'll be here for the rest of eternity. Good luck on that. So that's my take on it. Eddie Guerrero was easily A+. But you're going to have people that say stupid shit. But at least B+ is reasonable. I don't think B+ is that bad. It just means for that dude, it did not captivate him. And he probably doesn't know how to dissect pro wrestling correctly. That's all. I wouldn't lose sleep over that shit. The wrestling world seemed to have flipped out over that. And that shows you, though. That shows you how much Eddie Guerrero is respected. This son of a bitch had everybody. That's our boy, man. Eddie Guerrero. There's a lot of respect for Eddie Guerrero. That dude is... Oh, man. That's why his passing hurt is because he was such a good dude. It wasn't just wrestling-wise, you know? Like, Eddie... You saw how people took that shit. Chris Benoit, he was never the same after that shit. But nobody was. And that shows you how high in regards the pro wrestling world held Eddie Guerrero in. So anyway, Strict Tango, that's my thoughts on that, brother. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm trying to catch. I'm on a delay. Hold on, man. I haven't even gotten to Punk and Bryan yet. Hot damn. Holy, am I that far behind? What the fuck? I may be far behind here, guy. I'm trying to catch up. Trust me. Jeff Scott, 5 spot coffee, first time live. Red team, go! Good to have you up in here, Jeff. Thank you, dude. You already got it's your first time up in here, but you already got the catchphrase down, man. Red team, go. When that button goes on red, man, we all fucking go and rock. It's rock star time. There's no second guessing time. Jeff Scott, thank you, dude. Unique Butterfly with a 5 spot coffee. Goldberg gets a championship title match against Bobby. Oh, joy. But so-called fans were turning on Edge when he was involved in a championship match. Yeah, that hate for Edge was weird, man. That came from a certain niche in the community, and it was one of the dumbest things I've ever fucking heard. And it led to a fucking pretty mediocre triple threat at WrestleMania. Anyway, now we get Goldberg. Yahoo! Fucking fun. Goldberg's not even advertised tonight, is he? So Bobby Lashley's just going to be twiddling his fucking thumbs all the way to SummerSlam. What a fun, intriguing build this is going to be. And then people wonder why we don't like this. Scooter McGee with a $4.99 coffee. Scooter McGee says, do you think WWE will ever bring back RVD to have a program with Scooter McGee Riddle? I think they've had kick-ass matches or be a great tag team. I would like to see it, man. I know they would love to ride together with Randy Orton. Because you guys know RVD loves that extracurricular activity. We know fucking Scooter McGee loves that shit. And by the way, was it Papo who talked about the Olympics, speedwalking? And I was talking about badminton and skateboarding being in the Olympics. Don't be surprised in 4 years if you see scooter competition. And fucking Riddle is doing his shit. Winning gold. With a broken frickin' neck, right, Kurt? But yeah, Scooter McGee, I would love to see it, man. RVD actually still has it. A lot of people don't think he still has it. You ain't seen his last several matches. Has he lost a step just like Jericho? Absolutely. But this dude will still rock a 15-minute match if need be. I think Riddle could only learn from that, too. It'd be pretty badass. Carlos Ray, another 5 spot, says BC Raw is terrible, but I don't want to see the day that there's no Monday Night Raw. Much love, brother. Right back to you, Carlos. I agree. Monday Night Raw is like you tune in out of habit and hope before anything else. To not have that on Mondays would suck. But let's be honest, Carlos. Right now it sucks watching it for 3 hours. And it's been that way not just for weeks or months, but sadly, Carlos, you know the deal. It's been that way for years. It just keeps getting worse. But I agree, brother. I don't want to see it go out of business. I want them to rectify their problems. And it starts with people like Triple H getting their balls back from Stephanie's purse. Carlos. Thanks, brother. Wow, man. I don't even know if I missed. Trying to get everybody. I'm on a delay and you guys came fucking rocking, man. Damn. What do I got here? Hold on, guys. I'm trying here. Hold on. Oh, come on. Now it's got me on a super delay here. All right, I got some people back here, man. I'm on a super delay. What can I do? I'll stay here as long as I can to get my supers in, man. But I can't guarantee I'm getting everybody. It's not giving me everybody. Larry Lockett's up in here with a $9.99. I haven't seen Larry Lockett in a minute. Anyone want to go to AEW All Out with me? My friend bailed on me after he heard Punk is coming to AEW. Front row seats. This applies to you, BC. Already got the tickets. Thank you, Larry. But I believe BC's gonna be doing a little VIP status at All Out. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to cast any shadow on that. But thank you, brother. I'm gonna be a little better than front row. But Larry Lockett, I appreciate it, man. Anybody want to hit up Larry Lockett? Go ahead. In the comments, brother. Thank you, and have a good time, my man. You're gonna rock out, man. Should be fun, especially with who we're hearing gonna show up. Larry Lockett, he's got an extra ticket. Anybody got some bucks? Front row. Papo Jr. with that 10 spot. Oh, I got you, right, Papo? Speed walking in the Olympics? Right up there with fucking scootering in 4 years? I got you, brother. Darian Romero, $4.99. This should show Triple H that he needs to grow a set and speak up, because with this, it should even be more how WWE is fucking up, or should show how more WWE is fucking up. I agree, Darian. My thing, Darian Romero, is when Triple H saw this last week, first of all, Triple H had to have known this was going to happen, right? You don't just know that Karrion is going to their debut and not say, hey, how are you going to have him debut, Vince? Right? So he knew this was going to happen. Then he actually watched it unfold. What was this dude thinking? Don't feed me bullshit like BC. He's not going to say anything, man. He doesn't want to lose his job. No, fuck that. He's the fucking son-in-law of that old bastard, man. He is married to the boss's daughter. They're in love and they have kids. If Vince McMahon was to fire him for a difference of opinion or standing his ground, then that shows you how much more of a littler person Vince truly is. He's not getting fired. It's standing up. It's growing a set and keeping your set. That's what I'm thinking, Darian Romero, and this shit is unfolding. Triple H is back there like, what are you gonna do? I'll keep making them, Vince, over in NXT, and I'll keep feeding them to you so you can turn them into fucking jack shit. Larry Lockett with a $3.99 says, no one even has to pay me. Let's just enjoy ourselves. Anybody want to go to All Out, man? Try to contact Larry Lockett. He's got a front row seat. Chi-Town, man. See CM Punk's debut. Larry Lockett. That's awesome, man. I'm sure somebody will definitely take you up on that. Just got to get the, you got to get the flight tickets over to Chi-Town, guys. Larry Lockett's going to hook it up. Have a blast, man. Sounds awesome. Jacob Donnelly with a 5 spot. Jacob Donnelly. Did you hear the rumors of WWE interested in bringing Braun Strowman back? That's hilarious. Yeah, and Jacob Donnelly, I was not surprised that some of these people were going to come back because Vince was taking them off, and then he was going to try to sign them back for less money, right? Business. So cut the cost, claim it's budget cuts, and then if you can get him back for even less money, because we were hearing Braun Strowman was over the $1 million mark. So if he can come back for even 700 G's, 600, Vince just got a fucking huge break on big boy Braun. Vince will probably put an extra fucking case of Capri Suns and chocolate chip cookies into that deal to sweeten it up. So I'm not surprised at all, especially if we hear that Punk and Daniel Bryan, which seems to be absolutely accurate, that they're going to AEW. In Vince's world, Braun Strowman is the answer. Now, I never minded Braun like everybody. A lot of people just don't like this dude, thinks he's jack shit. I knew that this guy could have been something 3 different times, probably 4 different times when he was getting pushed. Flipping over ambulances, fucking up an entire security staff. This dude was awesome. And then Vince McMahon just swiped the rug from underneath him, reeled him back like a fucking fishing rod, reeling in a fish, a big trout. And he just reeled him back. And then a year later, he gives him another push, and then he reels him back. And what Vince did, just like we're talking about with Cross, Keith Lee, everybody, Black, Andrade, Miro, Brody Lee, FTR, he did it again, man, with Strowman 4 times. We'll never know what Strowman really could have been. Vince ruined him. So now what do? Do we play this game again, Jacob Donnelly, and we have him come back? And do we give him a 2-month push just to bring him back into irrelevancy for fucking 2 years? So I'm saying, if he comes back, that's fine. Do you have something different this time? Are you honestly gonna unlock the fucking chains? Or are you gonna give him stupid shit like, stupid? I'm stupid, Shane. How are we gonna play this? Jacob Donnelly. Thank you, brother, for the coffee. Oh, man. If I missed a super, guys, I'll get you in the next vid. I'm on a huge delay, and you guys are rocking the fuck out. This was supposed to be just a little impromptu before Raw, and this is about fucking like 100 supers. So I'm trying to get everybody, man. You gotta believe that. I just can't do it. But at least know that I tried. I appreciate that at least. Harshvardhan Ingali with that Hunji, man. Only hope for me. Oh, no, I got you with that only hope. See, I'm getting duplicates now, man. Wizzy Dizzy, 199. What a name. I love it. Wizzy Dizzy. There's a guy that said VKM was testing Cross. Probably. He thinks he's testing everybody, Wizzy did. That's why I think about Karrion Kross. That was a test to humble him. You're a big fish in a little pond in NXT. When you come here, damn it, you're just a little fish in a big pond. That's what Vince wants you to think. So he tries to fucking humble you. He doesn't realize he's actually embarrassing you. And that's what he did to Kross. He absolutely ruined him. Was he dizzy? Thanks, dude. War Dog with another 5 spot. Honestly, it's going to take more than Triple H getting his balls back because Vince is that ignorant. Absolutely correct. But Triple H has to make a stand. He has to fucking make a stand and say, no way can I have my champion, who is undefeated, lose in 3 minutes via the roll-up on his debut. Vince, you're my father-in-law. I love you. I'll do anything for you. I get out of your way 99.99% of the time like a Clorox wipe. I cannot let you have this. But War Dog, I agree, man. But he's got to step the fuck up. Carlos, BC, totally agree with you on Triple H, but he's never going to face up to Vince. But he has to. I know, Carlos. Trust me. We've been saying this for months. He's never going to actually go face-to-face with Vince. He's never going to call Vince out. He's never going to say no to Vince. Now's the time to say enough with that, Carlos. I can't do it anymore. If that is any one of us, and we created somebody cool like Karrion, and in one night it's absolutely fucking tarnished and ruined, you gotta stand up, bro. If you're watching Nikki Cross, what you had in NXT, in that match, last woman standing with Asuka, and how awesome that was, and what Nikki Cross could be on the main roster, and now you see her flying around backstage with a cape and a Halloween costume for a 12-year-old, and you're Triple H going, what the fuck? That wasn't who I... If you're Triple H and you see Aleister Black, Malachi get released, and Andrade gone from the company, how is this okay? You're FTRs. How is that okay? At what point do you step up? Just asking. Carlos, you know now's the time, man. You more than anyone, Carlos, you know now's the time, man. Hold on, I got some more here, man. We got Christopher Blackshear. Dude, good to see you up in here, Christopher. Glad you caught this. This was impromptu, man. I gave 10 minutes of notice, in the fucking on a random Monday evening, man, and I have hundreds showing up, proud, loud, amped. Thousands will show up later, man. We almost got 300 on the ups. That's how badass you guys are. Almost 100 on the supers. Like individual super, like almost 100 different supers that I'm trying to read. That's how fucking you guys are showing up fucking awesome. It's good to see Christopher up in here. Just getting off work. It's time that Triple H and fam stand up to Vince. There's strength in numbers. It's an intervention, I call it. You go in there with Linda. You go in there with shareholders and stock crew and anybody that can talk any sense. You all go in there as a fucking team and you have an intervention. Absolutely, Christopher. I've been calling for that shit. Hakeem Johnson, 5 spot. Hakeem Johnson. Thank you for the coffee, man. Good seeing you up in here, Hakeem Johnson. Man, BC, I would love to see Big E cash in his Money in the Bank contract on Roman very soon, 100. How would you honestly feel about it, bro? I love Big E. I don't think taking the title off of Roman right now is the way to go. The only one I see, man, taking it off Roman would be something to make Roman even more diabolical. And that's something that I said in my last video. I would have The Rock take it from Roman in the very next night. That's The Rock's last match. His last match, just like John Elway, is holding up the championship, and then he gets to ride off into the sunset. Because the very next night, I don't even have him forfeit it. I have Roman Reigns completely destroy him so he can never wrestle again. Literally end his career. The title goes up for grabs, Roman gets it right back, and he's a more diabolical heel now than ever before. More than just holding the title for a long time, that would turn Triple H into an even more, Roman Reigns into a more Triple H-esque back in the day when H had his balls. That diabolical, ruthless, cerebral assassin type of a heel. Could you imagine if Rock wins that at a Mania and the very next night Roman is so irate that he takes Rock out permanently? Rock can't even defend his title ever. His career's done. So everybody wins here. Rock's last match, he got to hoist that championship up one last time, and we got to say goodbye to The Rock the right fucking way, or at least cheer him and show that adulation. And the very next night, he gives that torch. He bows down and gives that torch to Roman by letting Roman beat the fuck out of him. Starts in the ring. You make this a movie production. Rock is Hollywood, right? Make it a movie production. You have this dude getting beat backstage. He gets thrown, The Rock gets thrown into a fucking car windshield or a window. You get him taken out into the fucking street. I don't care how you do it. You make people hate Roman Reigns so fucking bad, and within the next couple of weeks through a tournament, or he just has one match, or it goes back to default on Roman, he gets his belt back too. So not only did he take The Rock out, he got his belt back, and now you know that this motherfucker is not playing around. That's more fun than just having Roman hold the belt for 3 years and nobody beat him. My problem with Big E cashes in within the next calendar year is that's the cash in now. The Rock feud now, Hakeem Johnson, is done. Because the whole special part of it is nobody can take Roman out. He is literally the tribal chief of the family, the head of the table, until the real head of the table, the real tribal chief of the family shows up, and that's The Rock. So if Big E cashes it, you see what I'm saying? So Hakeem, I love Big E, but now is not the time. And if he does cash in, it would have to be a fail, and I hate to say that. How's that? But I love Big E, man, and I love him with the briefcase. I don't know how they play this because they've already botched booking to the point where now Lashley taking on fucking Goldberg. You couldn't have just brought Keith Lee back to have a fucking good... Everybody else just shows up and gets a title match. I would be much more intrigued to see Keith Lee versus Lashley at SummerSlam instead of Keith Lee getting fucking jobbed out and now Goldberg. Same with Big E. Have something fun for them. But Roman just can't be losing any old match. So it'll be interesting for sure. Hakeem, thank you. Carlos, another 5 spot. If Triple H was going to stop Vince, he would have stepped up and prevented the release of Black, so I'm not holding my breath. Nah, peanuts. Peanuts to Triple H. I honestly think that was a group effort. They didn't see a lot in Alistair. Vince was able to talk him into that, Carlos. That's what I believe. This is the travesty here. Because Malachi is going to show everybody that they were wrong. Malachi is going to be amazing like we all know that he is. Malachi Black is going to do fucking amazing shit in AEW that he should have been doing in WWE. But I don't think anybody looked at that as a big loss. But when you just ruin Karrion Kross in one fucking night, your champion who's undefeated, that is the time, Carlos, to step the fuck up. No more mulligans. Carlos, thank you. No more mulligans at all. Not doing it. Mr. Anything for Salinas, another 5 spot. Let me give a fucking swig for all my amp unit too, because we just crossed 300 on the ups. Thank you, guys. Mr. Anything says it was mentioned years ago Braun Strowman would always show up late and be unprofessional. That's why we see him. I'm getting choked up with this, man. That's why we see what we see with him since then. Okay, and same with Randy Orton. That's absolutely true, by the way, Mr. Anything. I've heard from reputable people that is true. Same thing with Randy Orton. Why has Randy Orton never actually got the type of status that we all thought he was going to get, right? He's a main superstar, but it seems like every year he's gone for several months. Every year he has these low points where booking does shit with him. Vince has nothing for him. Every year we see this for at least half the year. And it's because there was a lot of unprofessionalism over the first several years for Randy Orton. And it never really got rectified. Now that Orton's much better, Vince has kind of moved on with that. So there's a lot of that with Braun. The point is, you have to work with that son of a bitch. You have to say, listen, this push is happening for you. That's not what was happening. The reputable reports we were getting is when he was being pulled back, it was because Vince was just ripping up scripts to change shit up for zero reasoning. It had nothing to do with the disciplinary actions. That's the problem, Mr. Anything, and that's what pisses BC off. Yeah, absolutely. Braun shit needs to be rectified by Braun. The problem with Vince is we hear every wrestler say Vince is doing X, Y, and Z. That's the shit that needs to change. Nobody else is going to step up to him. It has to be somebody like Triple H. And now he's ruining Triple H's own creation. NXT as its entirety. He is ruining it. You just heard 2 weeks ago he went down to NXT to scout talent. Imagine Vince walking through the doors and everybody in NXT is like, oh, fuck. Because Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano and so many others have already went to Triple H and said, please don't let him take us. And there's Vince. I'm gonna take some of you. I'm gonna bring you to hell. Yeah, when I point at you, you have no chance in hell. And Karrion's like trying to hide himself. This big fucking 6-something dude, 280, whatever the fuck he is. He's trying to hide himself. He's trying to hide behind the smaller dudes like fucking Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae. He's picking Candice up and putting him in front of him. Vince is like, you, big guy with the girl in front of him, get over here. Yeah, you look like you want to go to hell. You like fruit roll-ups? Mr. Anything, yeah, absolutely. Disciplinary will always take people out, but, you know, it doesn't help when Vince is showing up and just killing Triple H's fucking, his creation, man. JB, $9.99, man. Cup of coffee. Thank you, JB. Rock is most popular man in the world. Vince should leverage the hell out of that. Would have Roman and Usos interrupt film sets, crash movie premieres, late night shows. This is how to make WWE cool again. Stamp. If I had a stamp, JB, I would stamp that right now, man. Exactly, JB. Perfect fucking super, bro. Exactly. Some old school fucking Jerry Lawler, Andy Kaufman type shit, man, when they were on The Late Show. And they did a whole skit right there and it had the whole world talking. Of course it's different days. The fourth wall's broke down. Kayfabe is on life support. But you need to do shit like leverage that. This is The Rock's last go. We all know that. Rock Roman is it. This is The Rock's ride off into the sunset. Let's make this a movie fucking event. Like you said. He's walking out of that fucking whole day of filming, 14, 15, 16 hours of filming. He's exhausted. He walks out. Usos are attacking him. Lance fucking Anoa'i is attacking him. I don't give a fuck if it's Nia Jackson, Naomi attacking him. Late shows, you're exactly right, JB. Make this fun. My creative juices are spinning now, man. I love the thought of booking Rock and Roman. That's beyond a dream match for BC. JB, thank you, man. Christopher Blackshear, another $4.99, says, I have people who are at Rolling Loud that said SmackDown there was not good. They could have done better. Bro, it's a shame what happened to Bianca Belair and all them. These people look like they didn't even show. I thought most around the ring were going to be there for wrestling. I'm starting to hear from people, too, that wasn't the case. They were like, what the fuck is this? And Bianca's fucking skipping down like an AJ Lee, flipping her fucking pony, flipping her fucking braid, and people are like, who's this? Who's this? And they start chanting Cardi B and shit. You can't put people in these situations. Christopher Blackshear, much love, dude. Who's that up in here? Mr. Anything for Salinas, 2 spots says, yes, disciplinary, but with Vinny, it's overkill. Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly, Mr. Anything. You know, you're late and shit. Okay, you rectify that. You make it a process to where it doesn't happen again. The push, stop, start, go mentality, that's bad in itself. Then when the dude was doing good and you still ripped up the scripts and ripped the rug from out from underneath him, now it's on you, Vince. Now you're ruining your own talent, and I call that 2 words, internal sabotage. Mr. Anything, absolutely, dude. Now, guys, I want to get to, and again, I may have missed some supers. That there were so many, I'm on a delay. I'll try to get you in the next video when I get the whole list. But I want to move on to Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. We already know they're signed. They're fucking signed. I don't care if there's a dot to fucking, a dot on an I to do up, or a fucking T that needs to be crossed. The latest report that we're hearing is that Tony Khan, Cody, the Bucks, Omega, all the executives, they got on Tony Khan's private jet and they stormed over to Chicago and they met with Punk personally. So that ain't being done if shit wasn't done on the phone first and you weren't ironing out some shit. You had to have known whose house to go up to or whose fucking Starbucks to go into and have this meeting, right? Punk is not just having you there uninvited. You got a private jet coming in that says AEW, you know damn well who it's there for. Actually, I don't think his jet says that. It's not like WWE with the big ego and it says WWE on it. But they flew out, they have Punk. Punk is going to be there debuting it all out in Chicago. It's happening. Now, a lot of people don't want to believe that. A lot of people are saying, oh, let's just stop talking about it and just wait, because what if it doesn't happen? Listen, whether you get excited about it or not, whether this is good news for you or not, that's not why I'm here, man. I'm here to give you guys the fucking news up front. This isn't a spoiler anymore. Punk is signed. Daniel Bryan is signed. What needs to be discussed now is, where do you place them? Right, where do you put these motherfuckers now? Because this is a roster that has 100 individuals. If you guys look at the top 5 faces in AEW, let's just play a little game here, and you can take a name out and add a name if you want. If you're talking about the top 5 faces in AEW, you would think Hangman Page, Chris Jericho, Darby Allin, Cassidy, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, because they've been getting fucking main events. Even though, I mean, that's some of the upstart talent, right? So you would have Mox, Hangman, Jericho, Darby, and Cassidy. Would you guys say I'm correct? Would that be your top 5? And I'm not even including Cody and Christian. Right? But I'm adding some of the dudes that came from WWE, like Mox and Jericho, and then some AEW talent that is their creations, kind of. They're up-and-comers, which is Darby and Cassidy and Hangman. So I'm trying to get a good mix. So I'm not even fucking... No, Jungle Boy would be next tier. Some of you guys are saying Jungle Boy. Let's look at the mid-card top 5 then. I have Jungle Boy, Eddie Kingston, Luchasaurus. I have Sammy Guevara. I have Jake Hager. That's your second tier, your mid-card. And you can flip them out, right? You could have Sammy at any point go into the top 5 faces. You can take out a Darby or a Cassidy. But I have Jungle Boy in the next tier. I don't quite have Jungle Boy in the top 5 for faces, guys, because how are you going to put Jungle Boy ahead of Darby? How are you putting him above Cassidy? How are you putting him above Jericho, Hangman, Mox, or even Christian and Cody? Trevor, no, Miro's on the heel. So if you guys look at the top 5 heels, I have Omega, MJF, Miro, Malachi Black, and Andrade. Your second tier would be Pac, Archer, Wardlow, QT Marshall. So that's not a stacked second tier of your heels. So your heels could use some work. So now when you're talking about how do you bring in Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, okay? How do you bring these motherfuckers in? I have, because the heels are a bit less stacked, Again, look at your top faces. I want to say this one more time so we're all on the same page here. And Brian Cage is badass. I haven't even included him. But let's look at your top fucking 5. Mox, Hangman, Jericho, Darby, Cassidy. And I did not even include Christian and Cody. Now your second tier, your mid-card, Jungle Boy, Eddie Kingston, Luchasaurus, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara. There's a shit ton. And now over on your heels, you have MJF, Miro, Black, Andrade, Omega. Those are your top 5. And then your second tier would be Pac, Archer, Wardlow, QT Marshall. I don't even have a second tier top 5. I just have 4 second tier. So you're thin on the heels. So, since they're a bit less stacked on the heel side, I have Punk arriving at All Out in Chicago to help out Mox somehow. I would love if Mox has everybody whooping his ass. He needs fucking help. He's being fucking mangled, and CM motherfucking Punk, living color, goes blasting, cult of personality. Here comes fucking Punk. Mox didn't need the help, though. Mox is kind of looking at him side-eye, but we can end the show that way. A day later, that Wednesday, a week later, a month later, Mox turns heel on Punk. Mox can help this heel division really fucking hardcore. Or that roster on the heel side. Mox, what do you do with him now? He's no longer in the main event scene because Hangman's going to be the next one up. And after Hangman, Christian never even got his one-on-one shot, correct? And then you're going to have people that are going to say Daniel Bryan CM Punk. It's never going to end. Mox is out of the title scene right now. And he's going to be for the foreseeable future. And he just dropped the IWGP US. I hope I got all the alphabets in there. He just dropped that championship. Where do you go with Mox when you know that Daniel Bryan is coming in, CM Punk is coming in, Christian still hasn't had his big go yet, Hangman's getting the next big push, is already currently. Where does Mox go? What if Punk comes in to help Mox, Mox turns on Punk, and that's a badass first feud for CM Punk. And it doesn't look like Punk is going directly for the championship, so Hangman Page can do his dance. I'm thinking here. If not Mox, who does Punk have in his first feud? Chat, I'm going to open it to you guys. Strict Tango, BC AEW is building a roster for the ages. No doubt, Strict Tango. But now I'm bringing up some of those concerns, Strict Tango. That's the problem. Thank you, brother. But yeah, this roster is stacked, perhaps too stacked. Mr. Michael Law, 2011 5 spot. It'd be cool after to see the Bloodline do the haka at WrestleMania and have The Rock have the rest of the family not signed to do the haka for Dwayne. Yeah. Let's worry about it being booked correctly first before they start to do the actual celebration. But that would be badass, Mr. Michael. I haven't seen that in a minute. Big Nang, 5 spots. Sup, BC? Haven't been watching your last 2 vids. Family members leaving left and right. Been a very busy weekend for me. Glad I caught this live. I'm glad to have you up in here, Big Nang. I just posed a question to the unit, Big Nang, so hopefully you can add into it. But we're talking about who does who does CM Punk feud with in his first feud? MJF? MJF? What? Why MJF? That's weird. MJF. So what the fuck are you going to do with Mox? MJF and CM Punk. Nah, MJF isn't there yet, bro. What? Maybe that's fun for some of you guys. That's not fun for BC. MJF. All right, well, some of you guys are saying MJF. No thank you on MJF. MJF. Oh, maybe it was the same person 37 times. Don't worry, I stopped that. Don't worry, guys. Should be Mox, Trev. Yeah, we have to make this. It has to be huge, man. This has to be fucking an eye grabber, man. This has to be massive. MJF and Punk in the future, maybe, absolutely. That could be fun. Not right off the gate, bro. Stop that. You're not utilizing Punk. You're signing CM Punk. And how are you going to utilize them? I mean, you're doing this to get those WWE eyeballs, the casuals. Trust me, Tony Khan isn't writing this big check just to make AEW fans happy. I mean, that's a big part of it. But he wants to make a statement. You're not going to have fucking MJF be the first statement. You're going to make a huge statement. You're going to put that son of a bitch in big headlines. Mox versus Punk. You're going to get those eyeballs to AEW. You're going to learn about MJF if you have not watched about AEW. And in the future, you're going to get a badass MJF CM Punk feud. But you can't just look at this from the AEW bubble, guys, because I know a lot of us are just thinking about the roster that they have. In AEW, Punk and Daniel Bryan could have a lot of great matches, and they're going to. But you got to also think business, guy. This is business first. Let's set this up pretty big for everybody, right? I know we're all excited that watch AEW, right? So you think of an MJF. I even think of fucking, I mean, even though this is a WWE X guy, but Malachi Black and CM Punk? Bro, come on, man. Or Daniel Bryan and Andrade the right way? So, of course, in the AEW bubble we love AEW, so we know the matches that we want to see and we will see eventually. Think about business first, though, guys. Mox Punk makes a lot more sense. Mox doesn't have anything. That's adorable. You want to give MJF some spotlight right off the bat. What the fuck do you do with Mox? He just lost a fucking IWGP US. Mox needs something. Punk comes back, helps him out. Mox turns heel on him because that heel division needs help. Look at all the faces I just listed. Now you look at the heels. They need somebody diabolical, somebody badass, somebody who can play it off ruthless. I don't know too many more than Mox. How about you guys? Mox could help the heel division. The heel roster side of things. Whoo! We're getting creative up in this bitch. Yeah, Hangman Page, transitional. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hangman looks to be the next one in line to get the championship from Omega. Here's a question. Did that change now that now that Daniel Bryan and CM Punk are coming in? I wonder if Hangman Page is being kicked to the side now. And that's what I mean. I just gave you guys a list of a stacked face unit right now. 12 faces that any one of them could be booked to the top. And now you have Punk and Bryan coming in. And you have 8 main segments on a 2-hour Wednesday night show. But you have 12 faces that I just named before you even start to talk about Punk and Bryan. This is what I mean. We're hitting that level now where this has to be it for a while. Punk, Bryan, and now you need to cap it. You need to put that cap on that Sprite. Because I think that's it, brah. For a little while anyway. You have to cap that at some point because that's what got WWE into trouble. WWE had their own fucking bubble implode because they kept scooping up like Pac-Man, all the talent, so that AEW couldn't get it. And then when Vince finally said, you know what, I don't care about them. They're never going to be competition. Let them go. Budget cuts. Now, all of a sudden, right after that first round of budget cuts, he starts to see the 1.2 that they pulled several months ago, and he's like, oh, shit. I guess they are making some waves. But this roster, man, it's going to be interesting. So far, even with all of the ex-WWE talents that Tony Khan has brought in, so far, Tony Khan has balanced them brilliantly. I hope that continues when Punk and Bryan come to the fucking roster, guys. But it's happening. For anybody that doesn't know or thinks that it's just rumors, Punk, Bryan, the latest report we heard, Tony Khan took his private jet with some executives. We think Cody, Bucks, Omega, and some other individuals, and they all flew to Chicago. All drank some coffee, dotted some I's, crossed some T's. So, it's happening, man. Big Nang, 2-spot, 2 guys that get compared to Austin. That's Punk and Mox. That's what I mean, Big Nang. Imagine that in AEW, just to start. You're going to get the MJFs and the Punks in the future. Absolutely. I mean, there's so many awesome matches you're going to get. But let's start with a big bang so you can get everybody who doesn't even watch AEW, like, excited about this. Because they know Ambrose, they think, right? And oh, shit, what is it? Punk just came back. Oh, and he's taking on Mox. Mox turned his back on him? What's going on? I got to find... And then they go back and they see how the feud unfolded. It's going to get more eyeballs. Right? And it's just his first feud. And then you have fun shit happen with guys like MJF. Then you start to build those guys up. Because you got to think business first. Yeah, big name, absolutely. Hakeem Johnson, another 5 spot. To be honest, my dude, I'm very happy for Daniel Bryan joining AEW because he'll finally have the chance to wrestle with their top tier superstars. Absolutely. Daniel Bryan became a shell of himself, just like CM Punk's last year on the roster. They became shells of themselves because they weren't liking it anymore. They started to hate professional wrestling. It was not fun to them. It was a chore, not just a job, a chore. Daniel Bryan has said time and time again, he doesn't have the same passion anymore. He loves being that dad. He doesn't even want to wrestle full-time anymore. He doesn't want to do the traveling. He lost his passion. I'm hoping AEW gives him that spark. CM Punk fucking just hated wrestling. He became bitter. He trashed pro wrestling for years when he left. He called it that fake world. He said that shitty world. He said it's fake every chance he gets. He totally took a shit on pro wrestling. I'm hoping that AEW reignites that spark. Because we're hearing that it wasn't just about money for Punk and Bryan. That they both wanted some good creativity to put into everything. They wanted to know that it was going to be good shit. That's what I want to hear. I don't have to like Phil Brooks personally. But I will respect what he does in that ring and in these companies if it's done correctly. And I want to see that, man. This is the best place for both AEW. In WWE, it just wasn't. Hakeem Johnson, I cannot agree more, brother. Thank you. Christopher Blackshear, 199. This is a power move that'll put Vince on his ass. This is beyond a power move. It's not outsiders. It's not Hall Nash. But this is huge for 2021. It's absolutely going to be a knockout stinger for McMahon. Does he get back up with no fucking issues after that knockout stinger? That's what we're going to remain to be seen. AEW's hot on their tracks with their Wednesday show, man. They're already pulling over 1 million. Vince McMahon just a few weeks ago pulled a 1.4. One company's going backwards, one company's going forwards. They're going to eventually meet. One person is going to have to get out of that left lane. Hakeem Johnson, Christopher Blackshear, thank you guys. All the best. Ashley Steggles, 299, says, Omega versus Bryan, I'd happily pay to see. Ashley Steggles, I will pay triple the amount to see Daniel Bryan Omega when I know, as long as Tony Khan gives them more than 25 minutes, because you know Vince would not, you give 25 minutes, even plus, I'm just, beggars can't be choosers, man. I'm talking bare minimum 25 minutes. Bryan Omega. Come on, man. Come on. But again, you do that after. First, there has to be something huge at the jump for Bryan and Punk, match-wise, to captivate everybody's attention. Then you start to have those matches. Ashley Steggles, I could not agree more, man. Big Nang, 5 spot. Mox, Jericho, Hager, Punk, Bryan, Christian, Hardy, Neo, the new elite order for life. Listen to the roster, man. You got to think about Christian, Big Nang. Christian came back. You knew he was going to be thrusted into a match with Omega. Online, and fans started really going, nah, he should not be thrusted right into a title match. So they took him down a few pegs, and they started having Christian in another area. And they said, in a little bit, in a few months, Christian will be back. Then they hired Punk and Omega. Oh, I'm sorry, Punk and Daniel Bryan. I don't think Christian's going to get back to that title. Or maybe it's going to be like on a random Wednesday night. But I don't know if he's going to get back to it, man. Hangman is next, and I think by then, by several months, you could start to see some rumblings with Bryan and Punk. So, Big Nang, thanks, brother. Listen to that lineup. Mr. Michael Law, 2011, 5 spot, man. I did get yours too. Thank you, man. Who's that up in here? I got you, oh, Big Nang, I got that, right? 2 guys that get compared to Austin a lot, and that's Punk and Mox. That's what I mean, man. Put them right in the ring together and let them do their fucking thing. So that's what I got for Punk and Daniel Bryan. It's official. If you're just waiting for them to say it, you'll be waiting for a minute. But a flight has been taken by Kahn's private jet to Chicago. The I's were dotted, the T's were crossed, and Daniel Bryan, we're hearing, was signed before Punk. So get ready. And if you don't like to hear that, you might not want to watch AEW or stay offline or some shit, because it's happening, guys. And you should be happy about it, because this is the wake-up call that Vince McMahon is going to need. This is going to rock the wrestling world. Until it happens, can we all do ourselves a favor, though, and kind of shut up about it a little bit? Some people are taking this way too far. Now let it unfold. Let's not totally ruin the excitement, right? Let's let the surprise kind of develop now that we know the news. Let's let shit develop. I mean, we can't book the fuck out of this yet. I'm just booking the first match or two for these dudes. Carlos Ray, 5 spot. Still waiting for Omega and Hangman to finish what they started. You talk about a long, slow build, right? That's what we were told when they were a tag team. I thought it was going to be awesome from the onset when they split up, man, and then they just went their separate ways. I honestly believe Tony just wanted to revisit it. But some people are going to call that long-term storytelling. Whatever the fuck it is, it needs to culminate soon, and it looks like it's doing that, man. And if they don't give the title to Hangman, just like I'm asking about Mox when he lost that IWGP US Championship, I'll say the same thing about Hangman if he doesn't get the title. Which I'm okay with, by the way. Just like Roman, I would rather have Omega keep that title for a long fucking time. But if Hangman doesn't win this after this long feud, what the fuck do you do with Hangman? Again, I'm just thinking into the future because I love to think creatively wise. But so far, Tony Khan has not fucked things up. So far, Tony Khan has balanced everything perfectly. Or almost. Almost, right, Nikki? So, I'm not going to fucking rain on this guy's parade until he gives us a reason to cast a cloud on it. So, yeah, Carlos, absolutely. We are waiting on Hangman and fucking Page, man. Or Hangman and Page. Hangman and Omega. By the way, you guys hear this? WWE is starting a home shopping experience on YouTube. No joke. You can literally buy WWE merchandise and stuff, shit, while you're watching WWE programming on fucking YouTube. Oh yeah. What fan interest? With fan interest at an all-time high, I'm sure this will really revive your dying merchandise sales, right? Because isn't fan interest at an all-time high? They're selling tickets left and right. Their ratings are through the roof. Their merchandise is selling out. Oh no, wait. That's wrong on all of those accounts. That's actually false. They can't fucking give away their merchandise. I get emails all the time. Buy a shirt for $1, get one for free. They're giving away tickets on the radio now more than ever just to fill up a quarter of the fucking arenas. Pandem or not, it was like that before the fucking pandem. And now you're gonna shop. What are they gonna fucking sell there, man? Are you gonna get fucking Vince McMahon's "It's Good Shit" mugs? You gonna get the fucking mugs? Come on, it's good shit. You tune in on Mondays and you see the wrestlers eat shit every night via the fruit roll-ups. They eat shit. And then after Monday Night Raw on Tuesday mornings, you can drink the same shit that I'm feeding them. Drink it. Drink it up, man. It's good shit. So you can buy your fucking It's Good Shit mugs. Yeah, you like that? It's good shit. Get your fucking mug. Get your fucking shirts. Come on, get your catering shirts. Come on, get your Drew Gulak and your Ninja Tozawa shirts, man. Catering. Come on. Buy that shit up. Buy one for $1 and get one for free. There you go. Catering. Buy that shit. How about fruit roll-ups? You know they're going to be selling fruit roll-ups. So you're going to be watching your WWE on YouTube and you're going to buy your fruit roll-ups with your fucking It's Good Shit mug and your catering shirt. Fuck yeah. This is stupid. How about you create captivating television and superstars we give a shit about and then we want to buy their merchandise? That's how it was for me when I was a kid. I can't picture any fucking kid wanting any of this merchandise. Or Dog, I see you, Dog. The reason everyone was saying Punk and MJF is because those two are promo gods. These guys run laps on the mic game. Yeah. Oh, I understand. I'm War Dog. Come on, who are you talking to, man? I know MJF. I know his gig. I dissect MJF's fucking game every single time he's out there, whether it's a mic job or it's a fucking match. I don't move in my stance. That should not be CM Punk's first feud. MJF? You want to you want to grasp the world. MJF easily in the future could be, if he stays on this course, could be one of the best heels of all time. Could be. He's not there yet. Let's not fucking, let's not hop over our own fucking balls here. All right, let's be honest. He's not there yet. He's going to learn a lot with this Chris Jericho shit. He has been for months. This feud he's going through now is only going to make him better. So you can get better MJF and CM Punk. Right now, let's captivate the world. Mox needs something. Mox needs to go heel. Punk comes back, helps Mox. Mox doesn't want it. Mox turns on Punk. There you go. Set that up. MJF isn't going anywhere. Why do we need to do that from the jump? Just because they can be good on the mic together? Fuck. War Dog. Thank you, brother. Woo. BC is on fire. Oh, you guys love the roll? Yeah, you guys want to buy the roll? Just tune in to WWE's YouTube channel. You could buy the fucking It's Good Shit mugs. Comes with a little fucking piece of shit in the middle. Look at that. They spent a long time on that fucking shit. Buy your fucking catering t-shirts. It's all there, and it's all good shit. 350 on the ups, guys. You guys are the fucking best, man. Beasts. As we're going toward 400 on a fucking Monday afternoon, or that's when we started. Now it's getting into the fucking evening hours. BC's gonna have to go for another call. Let me get a big swig for all you guys. Bruh, I came on here. This is no joke. I came on here with a 10-minute warning. 10 minutes. I just told people I was coming on with 10 minutes. Nobody even knew I was going live. Middle of a Monday afternoon. There was over 500 motherfuckers in here for the bulk of this. Thousands are gonna catch this thing over the next 24 hours. And they said, Beasley, you're never gonna amount to anything, man. You scream and you scare people, and you're never gonna make it, man. You're never gonna make it, Beasley. And then the tube didn't help things. The tube just fucking literally just shit the bed in 2017 when I was really starting the channel. And they fucking had the adpocalypse, and then they stopped pushing fucking channels that were newbies. I had everything against us, and we came and we rocked it out over the last 3 to 4 years, man. That's the unit, bro. And now look at that. Yeah, every time I say something about the tube, they disconnect me too. They just disconnected me right there, the motherfuckers. They're fucking watching BC. You got fucking a Steinman up there. Steinman Mitcheltoff. That's his name. He's got his glasses on, he's typing, he's like, BC's talking about us again. I'm gonna disconnect BC. Steinmetz Misseltoff. Is that what I called him? Oh, fuck, I tell ya. You guys are the best, man. Who's that up in there? Can I just give a raw... I know this is... It's gonna make people fucking sad right now. Oh, Susan, she's the head of YouTube, right? Yeah, she's the head of YouTube, yeah. BC, public enemy #1 here. Man, you still can't... Live with no warning and hundreds fucking showing up, showing loud, that amplification. Thousands. You check this shit tomorrow morning, and it'll be into the thousands. So they can try to stop us. It ain't fucking happening, bro. The tribal chief of this community, I may be newer than a lot of others, and a lot of others may have built bigger fucking audiences over years that they were doing it, but don't make no mistake about it. The real head of the table is here, motherfucker, and his name's BC. Red team, go! You guys are the best, bro. Anyway, Raw preview. Cena is advertised for tonight, but not for the actual show. So is this just a dark segment? There's no reason for him to be on Raw if the Roman match for SummerSlam is off. Or on, I should say. If that match is still on, then Cena would not have a reason to show up to Raw. However, because he declined Cena's challenge and took Finn Balor's, but again, they never said Finn Balor's acceptance was for SummerSlam. So that could be SmackDown, and we're still going to get Cena and Roman. Hopefully you guys are keeping up here, man. So is this a way for Cena to be on both brands? By Roman turning him down, Cena gets to be on both fucking brands. Could be. But he's not advertised for the show. The last that I saw, that could have changed because McMahon rips up scripts. Goldberg is not scheduled. There's a shocker. Lashley can twiddle his thumbs until we get to SummerSlam. As I said earlier, this is going to be a weak-ass feud because it's a weak-ass match. Nobody needs to or wants to see Goldberg in there because we've seen this play out a million times. Goldberg shows up after 6-7 months off, or a year, 6 years off. He shows up directly into a title match. He wins most of the time, totally crushes whoever he beats. Sometimes he loses the title match, and then he comes right back the next time into the same title match. And the build sucks. The feud is non-existent. But here we go again. Orton is advertised. That's funny because we haven't seen him since the Revolutionary War. I'm sure Drew McIntyre can tell us all about it with his history lessons. So Orton advertised. Is that just for a dark match? Just for the house show itself? Not for Raw? Are they holding him off TV for something? Or are they bringing Orton back finally? And is he just going to rub shoulders with Matt Riddle? And they're going to be RK Bro and have a 100th match with maybe the New Day or something. Who the fuck knows? And do they even try? Here's another bulletin point. Do they even try to rectify Cross and Lee? Do they even try to make it right with them? It's not going to work. They absolutely fucking ruined them last week, and it's going to take a long time to rebuild them. They're not buried, but it's going to take a long fucking time. Karrion Kross, if Karrion Kross is not buried, he's on fucking that life support. He's one nail away. And it's a shame that Vince McMahon is the one who's nailing that shit in. Internal sabotage. And it's a 3-hour Raw, so accept fruit roll-ups, as I said. The box of fresh fruit roll-ups has already been thrown, but expect fruit roll-ups. And if there is, there'll be awards handed out tomorrow for whoever took the fruit roll-up. And that's not an award that you want to win. Kirby695, 5-spot. Red team, go! Keep up the amazing work, BC. Kirby695, thank you for those words, man. That really means a lot. I've been screaming for 2 straight hours, literally. It's about to go on 1 hour and 56 minutes. I don't take a lot of breaths during these streams. You guys know that. We just stay amplified for the entire time. This is another 2 straight hours. So it's cool to see somebody like Kirby show up and give out that red team go and show that love, man. 2 hours after screaming for my amp unit because I love this shit, man. I love pro wrestling and I'll keep trying to make it better. If nobody wants to listen, that's fine. You guys will. If nobody in the fucking... No executives want to listen, that's only going to hurt them because we're dropping facts. This isn't opinions. We're dropping facts here, man. We only want to see this shit get better. So thank you guys, man. I'm going to end it there because it is 2 hours and you have a little over an hour before Raw. So I'm going to let you guys get ready. Maybe go get your own coffee, do some errands. I hope you guys enjoyed this impromptu, man. We had a lot of fun. We talked about a lot of shit. I gauged you guys on some shit as well. So, yeah. Next time I will talk to you guys will be the Raw review. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It could be audio only because we do have some traveling to do very early. So it could be audio only, but don't worry. It's going to be fully amplified. And sometimes when it's only podcast format, audio only, you know I'm pretty much more amplified because I'm out in the world dealing with stupid people. So you could be getting that shit, man. So thank you guys, man, for showing up for this 2 hours. It's been awesome. All my VIP supers, you guys have been fucking amazing. I wasn't able to get to all of them, unfortunately, because the tube does this delay where I can't get them all until they list them on a different page later. It's weird, but I'll definitely give you the shout out in the next video or two. So I will get the coffee, don't worry. I just can't read them all right now. Hopefully I got most of them. But thank you for showing the love and support, guys. Eric Decker, I just got you last second with that 2 spot. I said it before. Vince is the Undertaker of NXT talent. Worse. This dude's he's basically like Negan from The Walking Dead. If you don't know who Negan is, Google it or some shit. Start watching The Walking Dead. I know I'm 10 years behind, 11 years behind, but it's fucking amazing. And he's basically like Negan. He doesn't care who the fuck he destroys. It could be his own fucking people. It could hurt him, and he won't care. Internal sabotage. Unique Butterfly, 5 spot. In my opinion, one of the reasons that the match, by the way, Bobby and Goldberg won't work is because there is no natural chemistry for them. Absolutely, Unique Butterfly. There's no chemistry with Goldberg and anybody. Goldberg is in this for himself. Go in, 3 moves of doom. Maybe after he knocks himself out. First he knocks himself out, 3 moves of doom, and he wants the championship. Or he's just worried about himself looking good. That's fine to a degree. You also are in there with another human fucking body. You need to make them look good, especially because this is younger talent. Lashley's a little older than some of the talent, but this is a dude that should be booked like a fucking monster. There's no way Goldberg should be winning that championship, just so you guys know. No fucking excuse for that. That's unacceptable, and that'll get like 10 fucking uglies if that happens. On the good, the bad, and the ugly. Trust me. Unique Butterfly, thank you for the coffees. Thank you for showing up. Showing that love and respect, man. Right back to you, Unique Butterfly. Badass. Hold on, guys. Thank you, guys, man. Lucas, Suntivia, a lot of you guys saying great stream, man. That means a lot. Sometimes I don't even know because I'm just screaming for 2 hours. So I don't know if my mic is getting blown out. And again, this is already broke. I already have to make fucking adjustments and a whole new change. But as long as you guys can hear me. So I don't know if my mic's blowing out half the time because I don't I don't use the headset, which I should. I don't know if the Olympics in the background is too loud, but I don't want to shut it because I love having that energy behind me, or some sports. Usually I have Stephen A. Smith behind me in the background, or Shannon Sharp and fucking Skip Bayless. So I'm glad you guys were able to hear me for the most part, man. Carlos is lots of fun, BC. I appreciate it, Carlos. Glad you guys had a good time and were entertained, man. Much love, guys. I'm going to head out now. There's at least an hour before Raw, and then we're all going to be in this fucking WWE bubble for the next 3 hours. I don't know if this is a good thing or not. But tonight, Triple H has to find his balls, man. If something like what happened last week to Karrion Kross happens again, bro, don't even tune in tomorrow for the review, because I'm just going to flip the fuck out for like an hour straight. Fuck losing my voice. I'm going to go fucking just ape shit. Triple H's time to step the fuck up. Oh, there's a lot of... I'm on such a delay, but thank you guys, man. Renee G, Trev Raines, Big Nang. JR9 Gaming, man. I didn't even see JR9 up in here. JR9, thanks for catching this, man. We caught everybody off guard with this one today, JR9. Good to see you up in here. Eddie, Jeff Scott, Iron Riaz, Pimp Jesus, Dante Jaron 23. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Dante Jaron 23. Laura Wilhelm, Erica Gatewood, Said Gilmer 1104, or CED Gilmer 1104. Sorry, man. I'm probably butchering that. Much love and respect. I got Pete the Poet. I got Santivia Major. I got Network Guy Dave. Strict Tango. Kick Out. Wrestling is fantastic. Salim Hussein. BC is a gem. Thank you, Salim. Oh, fuck, man. Renee G. I got Renee, right? I think I got Renee. Well, you know what, Renee? You just got a second one. Of course, I got Carlos up in here, man. Much love and respect. War Dog. Ray Foreman, great stream, BC. Check you later. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for those words, man. Check you. Marie Applewhite showing up those coffees and the buys, man. Yes. Yeah. Get the delts up, too, man. We rocking them. We did a good delt day today. Ray Hunt, Ray Foreman, Marie Applewhite, Ryu. Man, all you guys, man. I'm on a delay, but DeMonte. And I know there was a lot more people. We were over 500 for the majority of this motherfucker that couldn't stay for the entire 2 hours. We're now over 2 hours. If you go back and watch this, man, I salute to all you guys too, man. I know a lot of you guys couldn't stay. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, NJPW Girl. I think you were here earlier. Thank you for showing up. Rachel Rocca. Jack Brewer. Thank you. Man, so everybody that was here earlier, and again, all my VIP supers, man, I'll get all of them later when YouTube finally gives me the whole list, and I can hopefully remember and give you guys a shout out in another video. But I am getting the coffee, so thank you. All right, guys, check you. Monte, check you. G, check you. Guys, enjoy Raw. That's my joke. My joke is enjoy Raw tonight. Dude, we almost hit 400 on the ups live. Middle of the afternoon on a Monday, right before Raw. Thank you guys, man. You guys are the best, dude. Andrea. All you guys, thank you. Almost 400. Let's get that shit even more up. Much love. Let's down a little bit more for you guys, too. Salud. I'm yelling so much. I can't fucking drink as much as I would like. I'm too busy fucking yelling. Ray Hunt, 2-spot. BC, they took your likes. Yeah, man. Almost 400 on it, though, Ray Hunt. Badass, man. You guys are the best. Yeah, Bob says more like torment. Yeah. Bob, you ain't kidding, bro. 3 hours of that for Raw tonight. Check you guys.